for this new opportunity, this new growth, this new relationship, this new finances, the new whatever it may be specifically for you. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Ashley for FD 1111 Ministries. This is the prophetic reading for the new moon in Aries. So this new moon in Aries solidifies the real new year. This new moon is a Sagittarius triplicity and is ruled by both Venus and Jupiter. The third decan, which is this card right here, I'll have it pictured on the screen for you to see in detail, is the Four of Wands. This is the temple. This is the matrimony. The moon and the sun, they come together to create something new. This is like two parties that are conjoining. And esoterically, the sun and the moon are like the father and the mother. So coming together to create something like a new life, like something that is pushed out. This could be you creating something new. This could be you letting go some aspects of your old personality to walk in new aspects that support your new vision of yourself. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about this. So make sure that you check out the journal prompts for this new moon from the Angel Lunar Planner, which is due out anytime now. I'm just waiting for them to approve the printing. The journal prompts will be listed down below for you. Thinking about during Easter, which is East Star, is Jupiter. And this is a Jupiter energy, and it represents the star of Sirius. So in the book of Matthew, where the three wise men, the Magi, were traveling to witness the prophet's birth or to go visit the newborn king. And that star represents a philosopher, a teacher, an anointed one, a prophet. So Sagittarius is the energy, is the ruler of philosophers, teachers, travelers. So with this energy that's coming through and conjoined, with Venus, this is the jubilous type of energy. This is the type of energy that you are embarking on, like a new type of journey. And with this journey, this is you discovering your prophetic gifts, discovering new prophecies or prophecies coming into manifestation. This is like the philosophers, the teachers, those that have been working in the spiritual realms, that they're going to start to teach even more, or better yet, like people that have already been teaching, that it could start to resonate with different people in a different way. Their teachings or their prophecies or their philosophies could be brought to life, and maybe some things that they were prophesying before will start to manifest. Going back to with the star from the east. So the east represents philosophy. A lot of esoteric knowledge came from the east. And when the three wise men were traveling from the east, they were bringing wisdom. They were operating out of wisdom. They were operating out of like a higher realms of consciousness, and they were coming to give those gifts. So esoterically, without going too much into detail, the three gifts that they gave were symbolic of different types of prophetic gifts, different types of teachings, the gift of teaching, the gift of healing, all of those different types of gifts. So when people that already have these gifts within them, they will be led, or either the person, the teacher, the yogi, the magi will be led to them to help activate that within them. So when these three wise kings came to the Christ that was already born, and they gave them those gifts, and they gave him those gifts, that those gifts are symbolic of those prophetic gifts, or those gifts that were already within him. So for example, some people may be meeting a new teacher, a new spiritual philosophy. They may be activating different gifts within them and starting to operate out of those new gifts. The Christ was located in Bethlehem. Bethlehem is the house of bread. The house of bread is the temple. Our temples, our body. So bread is symbolic of something physical, something that offers substance. So our bodies need substance. So our body is the temple, is the bread. So with the Four of Wands, this is a temple. This is actually a ceremony. And what happens with these ceremonies take place within a temple. So the ceremony of the masculine and the feminine coming together in the temple, as you have like the different parts of yourself that are merging in the temple. That means it's coming into physicality. So the things that you've probably been manifesting or focusing on, they're coming into manifestation. So another thing about with this ram energy, so the ram, the sacrificial lamb, aka Aries, the ram, that we have to sacrifice old aspects of ourselves to welcome in the new. For you can't put new wine in old wineskins. You can't put something fresh anointing into something that is old. You can't have a clean spirit that will dwell inside of a dirty temple. These are all symbolic of old mindsets. People want new blessings, they want new life, they want new relationships, they want new different things in their life, but they're not willing to let go of the old. So the spirit right now is saying that you have to let go of the old. If you want that new to come in, you have to let go of the old. So with the sacrificial lamb, aka Christ, sacrificed the carnal body. So the carnal body is aka the carnal mind. You have to let go of the old mind to welcome in the new mind, so that way you can be conducive for this new opportunity, this new growth, this new relationship, this new finances, the new whatever it may be specifically for you. So this brings me to what Apostle Paul said, that be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind. So you have to allow your mind to first be renewed. So Aries rules the head, and what is housed in the head, the skull, is the brain, the mind. That is the real temple. All right, so let's start. Let me first. Okay. We have here the focal energy. As you can see now that I'm closer up, that you have a wedding ceremony that is taking place. So when the Christ was saying, I will come back for my church, the church is the divine feminine, and the masculine will come back for the divine feminine. So you could take that as something literal if you are a twin flame, or you could, take that symbolically. All right. So we do have someone that is moving, choosing to move past some type of pain or doubt here. And I feel like the reason why the 10 of Cups is in the reverse is because it's fear and doubt that is associated with that. But the person is choosing to move past this for whoever this may be. So I'm going to pick one from my deck. And you can find that link down below. So look, like I was saying, choosing forgiveness. Here we have divine forgiveness, 707. In the New Testament, it says forgive 70 times 7. So that's a frequency that is a code. It doesn't mean that like you have to forgive somebody 70 times 70. It's a code. It's a code to help individuals be able to forgive. Like everything, if we were to break this down, like our reality down to codes and light frequencies, then we will see these different codes. And with these different codes, that we'll be able to, they're like frequencies. So to be able to reach that certain frequency, you have to have that code. It's almost like cracking a code. Think about the movie The Matrix, or think about all these movies and stuff have different symbols. All right. Goal setting, Habakkuk 2:2. So writing down your goals, specifically, let me go back to this situation with this divine partnership and being able to forgive. Someone could need to journal more, journal and vent their frustrations on physical paper, because it marries both the subconscious, what's going on in the mind, with the conscious, with the physical. You're physically writing it down so you can get it out of your brain onto paper to read. Because a lot of times, if you were to, write down what you have been thinking about over and over again, that when you're able to step back and read over it, that you're like, you know what, that actually does not make sense, or I can actually see a way of how to move past this type of energy. Or this is what has been holding me back all this time. Why haven't I got a breakthrough yet? Why haven't I got the victory yet? It's because you're holding on to something. I'm going to take these cards off. Just put them in here randomly. I'm going to keep this out on the board right here. I'm going to shuffle these cards and see what else we have here. I hear forgiveness is a circumstance. So someone is still basing their forgiveness off of a circumstance. But you're going to lack yourself from true happiness. It's like someone trying to put parameters on the way how God can work. It's like it has to be this way, otherwise I don't want it. We have the Star in reverse. Yeah, so the offer is there on the table, but a person is refusing to take it. It's like it has to be this way or otherwise I don't want it. And that could be that last situation I was mentioning, or it could be another situation. We have Strength. It could be a Leo involved, or it could be something happening around the 888 portal. And we have the Three of Swords on the bottom again. It's like someone that could be trapped in a cycle that's refusing to move past that cycle. Someone just for you. Look at this. Genesis 2:22. This is a partnership. Once again, we have another partnership coming up on the board. It could be the same situation that we already spoke about, or it could be a new situation. This individual is specifically for you, the viewer, or vice versa. Okay, so we have here, it takes strength to forgive. It takes strength to be in a partnership. This is a co-creation. Okay. Yeah, it's a promise to be fulfilled, but the person is refusing to allow the spirit to work things out for them. So I'm going to pull a Romance Angel card. I didn't know this was going to be specifically for divine partners or soul mate connections. Let your friends help you. So let your guides help you. And trust. Trust is a must. And getting to know each other. So getting to know each other is not like talking about, oh, what's your favorite color? Oh my gosh, yeah. You know, where did you go to school? You know, what did your parents do? Oh my gosh. No, nothing like that. It's more so talking about, let me feel your energy. Let me connect to your energy. You connect to my energy, because this is a soul connection. It's not predicated on boxes being checked according to compatibility. The compatibility comes from the higher realms, as we have the Star. And this star is also the star of Venus too. So maybe check to see where Venus is in your chart. Also too, I mentioned about Jupiter, Sagittarius. We have Leo, as well as Taurus, Capricorn. Maybe, you know, check out those placements, or they could be someone that is watching. Maybe that's your person, or maybe that's you. So I'm going to pull a couple other cards. So let's ask about finances and career. Okay. Five of Swords. All right, so someone has some mental blocks. Look at that. We have here the Lover's card. And this Lover's card is talking about maybe marketing for those that may have their own business, or going back to school. I feel like this could be going back to an institution. And an institution doesn't have to necessarily be like a establishment. It could be maybe go back and look at the way how you're presenting your product, maybe, or service, or maybe go back and get a little more training. And that could just be studying. You know, now we live in a digital age that you do not have to have a degree. If you're creative enough, you're able to, you know, pick up on your vibe tribe. And, you know, there's people out there that will connect to your message. Maybe even someone taking a marketing course, or either tweaking your product or your service a little bit more. If you're in a field that's already established and you're working under somebody else, maybe in order to get that raise, maybe you have to get a little more training or come at the individual that makes the decisions with a more creative way of how to do your job. Or maybe you have a creative project, you're in charge of a creative project. We have here 000, divine balance. The heaven of God is within you. Allow the harmony of heaven and earth to live in and through you. Here, remember how I was saying where you have the spiritual and the physical, you have the left brain and the right brain coming together. This is Gemini. This is also Mercury, and this is coming together. As we have, I don't really have like, all of the astro information here, but go check out somebody else that does, or you can go Google it. That we do have some movement happening in Venus, and Venus can help with marketing, the unexpected and the masculine. Yeah, I feel like somebody with marketing, maybe changing up their marketing tactics, maybe a little more training. I hear advice, so someone could be seeking out some type of advisor, whether a marketing advisor, a teacher. I even hear a therapist for someone, and the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Don't let fear and doubt get in the way. So this is like fear and doubt right here. Allow miracles to come through. And I'm going to pull one more card. The miraculous events. Look at that. Look at that. Expect miracles. Expect the unexpected. I feel like that someone could be doubting and putting restrictions on God, on the Most High. The Most High is called the Most High because the position, in the highest position, it's almost like an eagle. It's like birds that only can, fly so high, trying to tell an eagle what they see. It's like, that's an analogy for a regular human trying to tell God, like, nah, there's no way how that could work. When God is sitting on the most high, revered position and can see in the future how things are going to play out, how it will work, that it will work. Okay, so this is all about miracles, faith, allow the Most High to work. And in the other, with these cards right here, we just had allow your guides to help you, or allow your friends to help you. 5, grace and mercy. Grace and mercy. Another chance being granted. But that pairs with 707, forgiveness. Forgive as you have been forgiven. That's a gift. It's a gift on both sides. Because if you are operating out of unforgiveness in your heart, you always are going to be controlled and bound. Look at this person right here. They're at the mercy of their own mind, of their own thoughts, of their own words, of their own actions. But when you forgive, you give forgiveness, and it is bestowed upon you. Freedom. You're no longer held bound to another person. This is also having strong boundaries, I feel like, with these 3 cards, having good boundaries. That's why in the previously I pulled Habakkuk 2:2 about writing, journaling. Write what you really want out of relationships, what you really want in your finances, what you really want out of life. And once you have that formatted, you know what to put up with and what not to put up with, what to expect. Oh, here it is. What to expect. If you don't know what to expect, you're going to get anything. So I feel like that's what the Divine Spirit is saying. You have to really make it clear. So therefore, you're clear in your mind. Clarity, 8 of Swords. Being clear, having that clarity, so you know what to look for on an intuitive level. If your intuition is off, then you're just going to fall for anything. Okay? So I hope that this... Okay, you guys, make sure that you check out the journal prompts for this new moon in Aries. That will be listed down below from the Angel Lunar Planner. And I'll talk to you guys later. All right, peace.